Yo, let's talk about this inflammable transfer window. That's I don't really watch football. I watch highlights, the Champions League finals, the World Cups. The Champions League I'll watch highly. The Premier League and Match of the Day I'll catch up on it. It's extortion, people. The world is extorted. But they can pay £86 million for a footballer and the country is still in recession and helping Ukraine. Where Pakistan floods and other countries been flooded out and have the same crisis out there, other countries don't care. That's what I understand. This £86 million for a man I never heard of. Is he better than Hakan Saich? Was what, 25 million? Arsenal missed that. Eden Hazard. Hazard's brother. Royce. How many players? Gertz are back in the day. Draxler. This is the problem, and football put me off, and they're gonna pay £86 million. I would have walked away from the deal. Yeah, because there's ways of doing it. Jurgen Klopp has showed you. Well, we not have the financial sources at Manchester United. Manchester United playing Football Manager, Sanchez. When you buy players, style of play, a manager, fit into the game plan and a structure and execute the game plan from game to game. That's how you win trophies. Man United always going to be a big club, one of the biggest clubs in the world. People say biggest club in the world, that's bullshit, because they're not on Real Madrid level. They won the most trophies. They're behind Liverpool. But Fergie put them on the perch. Big up Fergie. Wenger never put us on no perch. He put us on decent perch. No UEFA Cup, no champion. Anyway, Jack Grealish, £100 million. He's not £100 million footballer. We're not looking at a Zola. Yeah? That Jesus 50 million. Today's market, possibly. Payet, what's his name? Payet, that used to play for West Ham. Quality player. Poyet. You know, Poyet, what's his name? Gus Poyet used to play back in the day, was a baller. These are baller. Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank, can you imagine him playing now? Henry, Bergkamp, Van Nistelrooy. I don't see these players on that certain level of landscape. I'm not talking about Gardner's World out here. Michael T. Freestyle Season, like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Antony signs for 86 million, more than Ronaldo in his prime. Does that make any sense? When he left Man United, what, 11, 12 years ago? Yeah? This man is 86 million and nobody's heard of him. How old is he? 22, 21. Hakan Saich, some quality players come from the youth system. In Ajax, Seedorf, all quality players. Over Mars. Zlatan. Well, Zlatan never, I think he did. Like Zlatan Ibrahimovic in his prime. Can you imagine him going now? In his prime. Instead of these players, that's nobody. No quantities. Nobody knows them. So we're going to drop videos. We've been playing a lot of Fortnite. We're playing a lot of FIFA. Yeah, it is what it is. The game is rigged, man. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. Dropping YouTube. Because YouTube's full of shit. I've got tremendous respect and affection for him. So he's talking about Eric Ten Hag, right? Good manager. At £86 million. When Hakan Saich came, what, 2 years ago? Is he better than Zaha? When they're talking about Zaha 2 years ago for Arsenal, yeah? £80 million. There was a winger supposed to go from Monaco to Arsenal. I can't remember his name. I'll find him. This is just ridiculous. Jack Grealish, £100 million. But they could have got fucking Haaland. But they could have got Harry Kane. We spent £100 million. We buy Haaland next season. They would have done it all. Could Spurs turn down £100 million back then? Who knows? They probably wouldn't sell. This is a problem. I've never heard this guy. He could be world class. He could be one of the best players in the world a couple of years' time. But his extortion. It's playing Monopoly and there's overplaying Monopoly. And football's putting me off. Players that people come out the woodwork, oh yeah, this guy. It's that guy, you know. Mbappe in £1 million. Mbappe's proved himself. World Cup. Right? If he went to Real Madrid, would have won a free. But he would probably have to pay him about 800 grand a week. It's just stupidness. They're not on no Messi level. They're not on like people doing it. Robert Lewandowski, a Banyan quality player. We knew Banyan for years, but this guy's young, yeah. You're buying young and proven. Really? In Man United ain't got no structure. They might have the manager. It might have to take time. I think they'll beat Leicester tonight. Arsenal need fucking players as usual, and that's why I don't think we'll get top 4 when injuries start leaking. We get Europa League, so they better get something out. I don't rate that manager Arteta, and we'll do a video on that. You should have left when we didn't get top 4. Top 4 was gaping. There was no structure. We flopped against Brighton. We flopped against Southampton on purpose. For give that narrative, say, oh, he needs time, and lost against Spurs woefully. So £86 million for this brother, right? Is that what you like guys telling me, yeah? Intriguing. Intriguing. There's another player from PSV supposed to be worth 80 million, but I don't know. I don't watch football as I used to, because the market has put me off. Things have just gone up for no reason, fam. How can things go up and the country's £86 million? It says as footballers going for £50 million, yeah. These clubs are multi-millionaire clubs, the big clubs, yeah. That's got money that endorse them deals and other deals that's coming involved. Then it's not my money. It ain't my money, but the world's fucked. But their own people turn nitty and tramp. Where you can spend £86 million on a player. A football club has got prestige as Man United. Arsenal could spend that, but they don't choose to. Highest we paid was what, £72 million instalments for Pepe. But the manager never gave her a chance. But they really wanted Saha. But Saha was going for £85 million this one. Something like that. A Charlison. Is he better than a Charlison? Is he better than Perisic? Perisic is old. But Perisic in his prime, is he better? Sanchez, quality player. You need to fit in a style of play. Man United will spend money till their eyes will cry. Because when you have the money, money's power. It's like Newcastle buying £60 million for a footballer. I never heard. But the clubs know they can do. Say, well, it's £30 million, £70 million. It's nearly his World Cup year, isn't it? You know, so if you want man for 30, you got to pay 70. Now, Arsenal live in times. You can do it. Youth development. You can get bargains. Free transfer. Juve used to do that. Kadira, the little bit the experienced players they was buying for fitness slow league. There's ways of doing it. But you're talking about like this guy, £86 million and what, 300 grand a week. Then Casemiro, world class player, right? I don't know what the fee was, 320 grand a week. You're giving the manager funds. You're giving the man resources. Eric Teller, because they need it. Arsenal need it. Arsenal go out, we won 5 games. We better beat fucking Man United and show who we are, because I don't rate that manager at all. Yeah, it's nice winning 5 games. When it comes to top teams, Arsenal fold. We don't have to spend that type of money. We don't buy the quality that we need for the donkey years. But £86 million, they can afford it. He lits up the league. Don't do too well. But there's extortion, Hackensack, Memphis Depay was a quality player. What happened to that? Like the players I used to watch, yeah, they're not good. This era is not good as the old era. This is a problem. Everything's extortion. Zola, baller. Perez, baller. Right? Ken Clancy, baller. Paulo Di Canio, baller. Yeah, if these men were playing easy. Gabriel Batistuta. So that's it is, man. It's not these players' fault. The clubs like Ajax, we need to eat in its business. We need to eat. You want our player, it's 86 mil. There's no contract clause that you can take our player like Haaland. Done with the Red Bull team. We went to Dortmund, done a couple seasons, 3 or 2 seasons. A man cutting it. So it is what it is, people. Michael T Freestyle sees more videos. We're gonna do some headlines about Arsenal. Optimistic, that's the next video. Like and subscribe. But come on, man, 86 million and Grealish 100 million. But their man should be going all the way and winning the big honours. They won the Premier League, but they wanted the Champions League. Will Real Madrid go for £100 million? Why Real Madrid never go for Antony then if he's that good? It's just extortion. Paul Pogba went there for the money. Paul Pogba could have done bits at Man United. There wasn't no system and structure there. Baller. And goes Juve is going to rip it up. Almost the fee, 90 million and 250 grand a week. £140 million for the deal. I think the agent got 25 million. I can't watch football and take it serious no more. A man developed like a Henry, a Trezeguet, a Del Piero, Ferrari, Inzaghi's, ballers, Nedveds, you know, even Malbronk, baller. Don't come talk about 86 million like it's Gareth Bale price is going from Tottenham to Real Madrid and he's winning a Champions League and a league. Real Madrid buy the very best. They're just buying players that Ten Hag needs. That's good. Because it's Manchester United. And when you're a big club, you deserve the very best, but you have to mix and blend too. So that's my points, people. Strong points today. And it is what it is. So all this nonsense about this guy, I've never heard this guy in my life. But it could be the best thing since sliced bread. So who do I know? Only God knows. When God put people in Pacific talents, it's time to shine, or it's time to dine and no fine wine. So it is what it is. 86 million pounds, really? £100 million last year for Grealish. Should have bought Harry Kane. Or tried to attempt to get Harry Kane. Or Haaland. Player that we need. But you had Mahrez. Mahrez is quality player. Was he worth 65 million? Whatever he was worth. Possibly. Sterling goes for, I bet you, he might have more skill than Sterling and more ability. But Sterling will fit the Premier League more than him. And Sterling's what, 26, 27? And Sterling went for 50 million. And this guy goes for 86 million. Wow. I'm out, people. Done out here, man. I'm done with football. I watch the Champions Leagues. I watch the Premier League. I watch the match of the day. I'm not really 100% watching live football as I used to. Arsenal are rubbish too. That's got something to do with it. But come on, man. You got Eden Hazard, went for £130 million. He flopped at Real Madrid for every reason. And it is what it is. It is what it is. A Draxler back in the day was going for 35 million now. This man goes to 86 million. Really? Not hating on him. He could be the best, one of the best players in the world. 86 million per. You spend money, but you spend money on a proven class. And I don't know these players are proven class. That's the problem with football today. It's gone overboard, and football is gone a hype job. It's a billionaire sport, but too much hype around it. There's a few world-class players. Who's going to take over Messi and Ronaldo? There's a few players, Haaland, Mbappe. How many now coming back on the young players? They got to start developing now, because them man ain't living forever. I'm out.